everyone, welcome to the Comic Game Movie Show. My name's Deshaun, and this week has been one of those rough patches where, sorry guys, sorry. You know how it's gonna be for me. I'm trying to get these videos out, but it's a tough go. Anywho, recently, Deadline has reported, and Deadline's one of the big trades. If Deadline says it, or Hollywood Reporter, you can damn near bank that it's probably true. Deadline has reported that Marvel Studios will not be at Comic-Con at home, as it's being called, which is going to be an online thing. I believe it's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be like on the Comic-Con YouTube channel, or the Comic-Con web, in the Comic-Con website. They'll be having panels and, you know, stuff of that nature. And I believe it's like July 26th or something along that nature. It's like an entire week. I know Comic-Con is actually like a few days. It's like 3 days, something along those lines. And Marvel Studios usually has their panel on a Saturday of Comic-Con week, and that's usually how it goes. But you know, COVID and the coronavirus and things of that nature, once that started to happen, one of the big things that got canceled was, you know, clearly Comic-Con, a gathering of people like that. And it kind of mixed everything up. It made Warner Brothers, maybe Warner Brothers was thinking about sending some DC stuff to Comic-Con, but they ended up not doing it, and now they're doing their own little thing called Fandom that I might make a video about as well, which is going to be Warner Brothers just announcing all of DC stuff. You know, all the DC stuff is going to be there. So, you know, we'll see. But one of the big things that people were curious about was the MCU's presence, because right now, like, I remember months ago, before all the virus stuff, I made videos kind of talking about how people have forgotten who the MCU are, have forgotten what they've done. And it was like a lot of recency bias and yada yada yada, things of that nature. And generally speaking, most people were with me. But over the recent months since this virus, Marvel Studios has gotten a little bit more quiet. You haven't really seen a lot of reports from Kevin Feige. You haven't really heard... Ever since Black Widow got moved back, you haven't really heard anything from Marvel Studios or Kevin Feige. And that's a simple, easy answer for that. I mean, I can't say that completely, because recently you're starting to get... Recently, the Empire Magazine is doing their cover on Black Widow. So there's some stuff coming out on Black Widow right now. Kate Shortland, the director, is talking about it, and Scarlett Johansson's talking about it. The cast are talking about the movie. Some, like, at least what's in the magazine is being talked about. So there is some news, you know, some conversational things to talk about with Black Widow, because there is stuff moving. Not to mention that, you know, it's been pretty much reported by multiple sources that, you know, multiple real big sources, that Black Widow has 2 trailers on the way. One's probably going to be a little teaser spot, and the other one's going to be a full-on new trailer. So, because it's about 2 minutes and some change, and the other one's about like a minute and like a little bit more than a minute. So, you know, you can kind of infer, like, you know, the intro and the outro, that's about, you know, 20 seconds right there. That's about 10, 15, that's about 10 seconds, right? 10, 15 seconds right there. So it's less than a minute. So you can kind of infer that's probably going to be a little bite-sized teaser to kind of get you even more hyped. But they have trailers coming for Black Widow. They have the Empire Magazine coming. So Marvel is doing stuff. But the overall plan of Marvel has been just thrown completely out of whack. And I want people to understand this, because, like, what I was getting to there is this notion right now that the Marvel Studios is... What's the word I'm looking for? Crashing. Maybe not even crashing. It's just like they're a no-show. They're a no-show. They're not giving people information. That's the thing. There's so many people asking for Marvel Studios to give them information. Asking, begging, pleading. Some people even feel owed, you know, Marvel Studios to tell them something. Some people feel owed. Some people feel, you know, that they owe them something to tell them what their plans are. Show us some footage. Whatever footage you got, show us a glimpse of that. Show us a poster. Tell us something. Tell us all about, spill all the beans. Which is basically what all these people might as well be saying. Spill all the beans. That's basically what people are saying. And it was so crazy, because, like, Marvel Studios is in this really negative situation. Not very, and like most of the negativity in the situation is a little bit BS, but nevertheless, they're still in this negative situation. There are multiple levels on how bad COVID has really fucked them up, because even before the virus, people were going, we don't care about the Eternals, we don't care about Shang-Chi, Black Widow's dead. Who cares about Black Widow? We don't care about this. We don't care about that. Why, like, I don't even care about any of this. This is underwhelming. Now people are like, why aren't you telling us this? Why aren't you telling us anything? Why aren't you telling us anything? So it's like, Marvel Studios has just been in this weird place. The funny thing is, all these complaints, all the people begging them for something, all the people saying all the DC is gonna take over, DC is gonna whoop Marvel's ass now because Marvel isn't saying anything, all those people are gonna still go see those movies. Like if this thing hadn't happened, but like all those people would have all went to still see the movies. People forget, and I don't, and I will mention it here. Before COVID, the Black Widow movie that people kept yapping up out the mouth, like, we don't need this movie, who cares about this movie, was tracking to do $130 million. And tracking isn't guaranteed. Tracking isn't guaranteed. I'm sure Marvel Studios would have said, we hope it does $100 million. But the thing is, Marvel Studios has a reputation of meeting their tracking numbers. They either meet them or succeed them, and in the rare case, they're just below them. That's what they do. That's what Marvel Studios does. For the most part, when you see a tracking number for a Marvel movie, it usually meets it or succeeds it. And I had no doubts that, and I had no reason to doubt that once the reviews came out for Black Widow and were good, because most Marvel movies reviews are good anyways, once the reviews came out and were good or shining, that more people would have been like, okay, I want to go see this thing, and then it would have made $130 million opening weekend, probably tipped out about $900 to $800 million. If we're lucky and the movie is phenomenal, maybe scratch past $1 billion. That's exactly what the movie was going to do. Now, with the delays on the movie, with basically throwing Marvel Studios' entire plan out of whack, because see, Marvel Studios is a connected universe. It's well planned out, it's well thought out, things happen in movies that affect other movies, and things happen in the order of what they want you to see. And made even more complicated is the fact that they have these Disney Plus shows, which, they also have, which I'm guaranteeing you all the Disney Plus shows have not only an array of setup and an array of different Easter eggs, but it's going to have post-credit scenes. WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier will have post-credit scenes that set up things in movies. So you can't really push, you have to have things come out in a certain order, or you're going to be spoiling something that you don't even want to spoil. You're going to be setting up something that you don't even want to set up. Like, there's a theory in which I kind of think might be true that there's something inside that, that Taskmaster has a super soldier serum inside of him, and that serum and Black Widow is setting up something that's going to happen in Falcon and Winter Soldier. I believe that. I sincerely actually believe that. And if that's the case, then you can't really have Falcon and the Winter Soldier coming out before Black Widow. I mean, you could, but it would just work in reverse. Perhaps you could do that, and, and it would just work in reverse. But you can only push these things back so far, and it's all connected. And since it's all connected, you have to push things back. And since the COVID thing is so crazy and flaring up and all over the place, and multiple places in, United States are shut down that you can't film anywhere. You can't really film in LA. As many people would know, the MCU's pretty much big filming location is Georgia because of the tax breaks they can get there. And honestly, if you look at any MCU movie and you make it to the end of the credits, you will notice that Georgia Peach fucking logo every single time, because they film there. It's just easy. They have places built there. They have lots and stuff. They have a lot of shit out in Georgia, but they can't film anything out in Georgia right now because of COVID. So literally, the MCU's hands are tied behind their backs right now. I'm not one for conspiracy theories, and I'm just kind of joking here. People don't take me too seriously when I say this, but it does feel like this virus was just aimed right at the MCU. Meanwhile, DC is throwing out all these maybes and shoulds, and we got these ideas, and we might make this, and we might make that, when half of this shit ain't even gonna happen. Marvel Studios is trying to stay calm because, right now, the idea is basically Feige doesn't want to Feige can't talk about stuff when he himself don't even know when he's going to be able to deliver them. He can't go out there and say, hey guys, he can go out there and give you a fucking Shang-Chi teaser and then Shang-Chi gets pushed back to 2022, and you're not going to see that movie for 2 years. You know what I mean? He can't go out there and give you a teaser of and then you're going to have to start marketing. He can't start marketing for movies. He can't start promoting stuff that he doesn't even know what time he's going to be able to put it out. I don't know if you know this, but a lot of people don't know this. Marketing costs money. All marketing costs money. For every poster, cup, fucking TV spot, all that costs money. And studios plan their releases to when their marketing starts, and they plan an exact budget of how you're going to do it. But if you start marketing and you have no clue when the movie's going to come out, that means eventually you're going to have to cut the marketing and then start it back up again. Which basically means you just wasted money on marketing it then. Which basically means Kevin Feige's in this crazy position where he just has to play it by ear. He just has to keep everything close to the vest. He can't have things leaking out. Right now is a crazy time for the MCU. This virus has really hurt the MCU. Like, in terms of being able to be on schedule and do what they want to do on time. But it's not really a problem. I won't, but I wanted to make this video to calm some people down. Look, I know some people feel like the MCU has to respond to whatever Warner Brothers and whatever fucking DC is doing. The problem is, asking Marvel to respond to fandom and what Warner Brothers and DC's, all their announcements, all their rumors, and all the stuff that's rumored to be happening that they've been doing. Asking Marvel to respond to that would be, what's the word? It'd be like asking Tom Brady to respond to an insult from someone from the Clemson from Clemson. Or no, someone from Alabama. It'd be like, he's Tom Brady, he's got 6 Super Bowls. And sure, you've won an NCAA championship and you have a bright future, but you haven't done it yet. Like, that's how I feel. I'm like, respond to what? Respond to shit that hasn't happened yet? I can give you facts, homie. $25 billion worth of facts. Okay? That's why I'm just like, come on, bro. Like, I ain't even worried about DC. I'm not very worried about fandom. Whatever Marvel does shouldn't be in response to DC. If they want to, they can. That'll certainly be funny to see. But they don't need to respond to DC. They're not worried about fucking DC. They're not going anywhere. They can speak all the shit they want and blow all the smoke they want in the air. They are still gonna be right in the same goddamn spot. So, because they can't make shit either. They can talk all the shit they want. They're not, but you know what? This video isn't about them. This video is about Marvel Studios not coming to Comic-Con and why it's okay. It's alright, people. Plus, on a side note, there is a 50-50 chance that they're going to do their own little thing too. There's a 50-50 chance that Kevin Feige might just say, we're going to do our own little mini Comic-Con, and they're going to do it on Disney Plus. And literally, Disney, with their fucking savvy asses, just got rid of the free trial run on Disney Plus right in time for Hamilton to come out. So it would be right in line with them to be like, hey, Kevin, go make some announcements, casting announcements and casting decisions and official things. Go do that on our site, which basically means the only way you get to see it live is to subscribe to Disney Plus. And you will have to pay for that bitch because you can't get a free subscription. That would be I'd be like, damn, that's some business right there. Like, you want to see it live? Yeah, we want to see the announcements live. Go to Disney Plus. But it's no free subscription. How much you want it? Like, man, that'd be great. I would do it. That's what I would do. If I was to show some shit, that's how I would do it. Thank you guys for watching the Comic Game Movie Show. Please remember to like, subscribe. And what do you think of Marvel pulling out of Comic-Con? Do you understand why they're pulling out? Like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. They don't exactly have everything to planned out. Or are you upset? Do you think they owe it to you to show all their plans? Do you think they owe it to you to put posters up and shit? Do you think they owe that to you? Comment below, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.